VODcast Hot Topics Monday. It is the 6th of the month, and we're going to roll. No, I'm sorry. It's the 9th of the month. Oh, Jesus. Wow. All right. We got this all together. All right. So it's 6, 9, 25 Hot Topics. We rolling right up in there. We're going to start off with the Tony Awards and the takeaways from the Tony Awards. If y'all didn't know, the Tony Awards happened last night. All right. British Film Institute. We also have some news on Promise Studio and Google's new 100 campaign. All right. So got a little bit to chop up with y'all today. You want to start us off? Want me to start off? How you want to do this?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and jump on in. I'll go ahead and jump on in with this here entertainment news. So it's looking like the rest of the world, I guess you could say the UK more specifically, doesn't want Georgia to be, the only place that everything is filmed. Uh, and so the BFI, the British Film Institute, just dropped a roadmap, right? They just dropped a roadmap for um basically they dropped a roadmap for a hub, and you might as well say a one-stop shop for all things AI, which they want to build. So they want to be the global leader in AI filmmaking, and they have an
Wow.
amazing plan. Yeah, they want to be the global leader in AI filmmaking. Now, their plan, tell me what you think of this plan, right? Because it sounds pretty cool, right? So their plan is to create frameworks, right? So they want to create frameworks where creators can actually get paid when using AI companies, when AI companies use their content for training, right? So I don't know if you realize this, but there were 79 deals between content owners and AI companies that have already been signed, and that's globally, and that's between 2023 and 2025. So the last 2 years, 79 deals have already been signed between content owners and AI companies. So they want to create frameworks out there, so the AI companies and content creators actually get paid, right? So basically putting ownership back in the hands of the creator. And then they also, this is my favorite part, they want to have some formal AI training programs. So instead of everyone having to go to YouTube and figure it out, or using Instagram and this, that, and the other. What's up, Stitch? How you doing? Yeah, so they want to create formal AI training programs that that they say to future proof workers beyond the current, figure it out yourself approach. So they want to have formalized training so you actually learn, the ins and outs, and you learn the correct way to do things and create things. And then they also want to build a centralized intelligent hub. So this hub will track AI trends and provide hands-on experience with the emerging tools for the UK's 13,000 creative technology companies. So immersive. They're doing a lot. And then the last thing, this is interesting. Now you know how you have like your, for example, your washer and dryer tells you like, oh, this is using this many watts of power, blah blah blah. So they want to establish a carbon impact guidelines so that um it's basically like energy efficiency stickers like on appliances, like I just mentioned, right? But it shows you how much power the AI models are burning through. So you'll see
Wow.
how much power the AI models are burning through. So that's what they want to do over there in in the UK. They have a really good plan, and I don't know. It seems like it really it really might go through. I don't know. They like I said they're trying to become the next Georgia. As far as everybody's filming out here in Georgia, if you're filming in the United States, they want to be the next Georgia with this new AI centralized, comprehensive, yeah, this AI filmmaking program that they're doing. So that is, I don't know. I think that's interesting. It would be great if they brought that to California, right? But or
Hmm.
some in the U.S., right? Somewhere.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, we have Sora here. We have DeepSeek is I believe China. So It's
Yep.
just a bunch of competition, and everybody is bidding to get into that space. So again, as entertainers, so I'll say as creatives, if you're creative and you're into the AI space and you're American, then you got to deal with the British Film Institute and other places that seems like they're not only is their technology, I won't say better, but it's competition enough so that it's not just one person leading or just
Hmm.
not one nation, if you would, because it seems like it's more of an international thing with people trying to be the first in DeFi, the first in NFTs, the first in blockchain, the first in AI capabilities. So we're just seeing a nice mixture of competition. And I'll take you back to the .com, AOL, and who was it? Gateway Computers was the shit. And it seems like all the big companies that we're talking about right now, we were talking about those same companies like we were talking about AOL. Half of the people who probably looking at this don't even know who AOL is. You know,
True.
AOL, Prodigy, and uh, the computers, the gateway computers. So a lot has happened since all of that. And it's just going to keep evolving. But if you're not into the AI space, like you're already behind, and now they're really just setting up. They've already set up almost 80 deals, so they're already ahead of the curve. We can already expect that they're going to come out with some material by 2026 that'll be like mind blowing. While we're kind of sitting here like, damn, we need to catch up. So let's jump
Absolutely.
on that technology. Let's start collaborating, guys, and don't let the rest of the world beat us at something that we were great at.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like the fact that they want to train people. I wonder if it's gonna be free training. Hopefully, it's free training. Everybody's always trying to
Mm.
get paid, but it would be great if it was free training. You know, because if it's not, then people are still gonna do the YouTube thing. But anyway, I digress. Listen here, we here for a good time, not a long time. Welcome to Actors Endurance. Make sure you subscribe. We're here 3 times a week. Monday for hot topics today. Wednesdays for what the hell? Wednesdays. And then of course Fun Fact Fridays where we give you some entertainment news on top of a few fun facts that you probably didn't know. So yeah, go ahead, Marlon. Give them what you got.
All
Put them
right,
straight
that's
to
what she
the
said. Yes. All right. So Promise Studios. This is like AI's. This is like Google's AI Futures or something like that. It's like a Google AI Futures Fund. So
Mm,
I'm going to get a little bit more information about that because I don't know exactly what that is right now, but it does seem like Google is setting aside a lot of money, just like we just spoke about with the last article. They're investing a lot of money into the space. So this is something that they're building called Muse, and it's an AI generative pipeline that assists with storyboarding, CGI, and scripting, bringing AI to every stage of the production. So we've been talking about this for a minute now. Now they're just streamlining this whole process. And it basically just like how AI is like, yeah, we'll do this for you, we'll do that for you. They'll lay all of this stuff out. You can almost put in a prompt and then lay your whole movie out, and it's just sitting there right there, waiting to be kind of tightened up and mastered. So if you ask me, I say that entertainers integrate with AI. You don't have to necessarily be like, oh,
absolutely.
F AI, but you don't have to totally depend on it either. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, it's definitely
part of
something to learn. You cannot just say F AI because if you are, you saying F yourself too. Because you blockbuster people, blockbuster. Remember, it was a real thing.
yep,
It
yeah,
was a real thing.
was was yeah. I'll say that was probably the most recent lesson was Blockbuster going out of business. I mean, they were the big dogs. Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, big
Yeah.
dogs on every corner. Wherever you saw,
Hmm.
like how y'all see Walmart's out here, that was Blockbuster. Trust me, it was all over the place. Every strip mall had a Blockbuster in there.
Yeah. It's the
Uh,
biggest example. I think it's one of the biggest examples. So.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Well. That's where we are, guys. So, as she always says, we're here for a good time, not a long time. We're moving this right along. Her next section, the
Mm.
next segment, is brought to you by the Actor's Little Black
Ooh.
Handbook. Just spoke to an actor last
Ooh.
night who was reading the book, and he literally said that he goes through, he'll go through and find a section that's difficult for him. He wanted urgency. He goes through, he finds urgency, and then gets exactly what he wants. It goes right on. He actually borrowed the book from another friend of mine and hasn't
Oh.
given it back to her. And she's like, I want my book back. He's had it for 2 months. And he's just like, he really loves it. So, and he's working on the show. He literally used this while he was working on the show. And he wraps the
Mhm.
show tonight. And the same guy is nominated. I think he's going to be nominated tonight or next week for Best Actor in a musical. So
Ooh.
he's
We
using
gotta
the
have him
book.
on
So
the
there you
show.
go.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're gonna have to
yes.
interview him, bring him on the show for sure. And that's how you know your book is good. When you let it out and somebody's like, listen, 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 listen. I'm still using this thing, so I know you need it. And I know you want it. So that's how you know you got a good book. Yeah. Speaking of books, y'all listen, you can't stay organized about your book. Daily planner, come on now. It's endorsed daily planner. It's gonna keep you organized, it's gonna keep you on track. Plus, we have a few different things. Of course, you can write your journal, your notes. That's obvious. You got to have that. But we also have other things in here, little monologues, little other things specifically for actors. So make sure you get on Amazon, Actors Endurance, get both of our books, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think about it. And we're going to move right along to, we're going to talk a little bit about the Tony Awards. And of course, we got to throw in a little bit of Patty LuPone's drama again with Oprah. But it's just a little bit, just a little. I ain't even drinking nothing. That's how much, it ain't no hot tea, but it's a little something, something. So,
Cold water.
yeah. So, if you did not know, last night was the Tony Awards. Now, the night before that, if you guys were watching the show, I told you that CNN was going to air George Clooney's play that he was doing it live in New York. So he performed live with his ensemble in New York, but CNN also streamed it that same night. I watched it. It was great. So you can watch it right from your living room because I'm in Georgia, they're in New York, and I enjoyed that whole thing. And it was an amazing story too. It was all about news reporters and the power of journalism and necessity of it. Telling real stories and things like that. So it was really great story. So next day, boom! Now we have the Tony Awards. Now, who of course was hosting the Tony Awards? None other than our girl Cynthia Erivo. I hope I said that name right. I believe I did, Erivo. So Cynthia Erivo hosted the Tony Awards. Now, amazing. She did an excellent job. She kept it classy, funny. She poked fun at a few people. She did what a host was supposed to do. Now, for the 78th annual Tony Awards, it was interesting how Old Mary, which was, kind of like put in place to be like the front runner in the lead, did not win the best play. So yeah, I thought that was a little interesting. Now hold on, who did win the best play? Let me find out because I don't know. I was just so sad that that they didn't win. Lord have mercy. And then also, Audra McDonald, she didn't win for because she was the front runner to win best leading actress in a musical because she was in Hell's Kitchen. She didn't win either, but can't be too mad. Can't be too mad because it went to Nicole Scherzinger. These names, y'all. Listen, my name is Shanette, so I get it. So Nicole Scherzinger, she actually won, which can't be really mad about that. She definitely deserved it, did her thing. Um, I'm just a bigger fan of Audra McDonald, so that's who I was hoping to win, but doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. So, so Old Mary didn't win Best Play. The play Purpose won Best Play. So yeah, I don't know what that one's about. Y'all gonna have to look that up yourself. Sorry. But anyway, it was a really good show. It was a really good, award show. I'm not sure about the ratings. I didn't look into that. I'm not sure how many people watched it. But what we're just gonna go into. So I thought it was funny because nobody really spoke about, like I said, it was classy, it was tasteful. Cynthia Erivo did her thing, so she didn't speak about all the drama, which is like the big elephant in the room with old Patty Lupon, right? She didn't speak about the drama, but Oprah did. But Oprah kept it classy too, y'all. She kept it classy too. So she had to say something. It seems like, because you know how we are. We got to say something. We just have to. So, so she gave Oprah was up there and she gave the award for best. What was it? She gave the award. She presented the award for best leading actress in a musical category. So all she said was, in recent weeks, we have seen the lively conversations amongst theater fans. That's all she said. That's all she said. But if you know, you know. If you know,
Hmm.
you know. That's why she said lively conversations amongst theater fans. So yeah, she had to say something. She just had to. There was no, there was no throwback. Nothing got messy. Like I said, it was a good award show, but Oprah had to make sure she just threw a little something in there. But I would just say, shout outs and kudos to Cynthia Erivo for keeping the show classy, entertaining. She made a little, she made a few different, jokes with excuse me, at uh Lord have mercy. George Clooney's expense, for his play, little things like that. You know how they just poke fun, whatever, so a little bit like that. And yeah, it was a good award show, 78th annual. I want to look up the ratings just to see how many people actually watched it because they said, ratings have been declining for these award shows, for a long time. But yeah, yeah, it was a good show and looking forward to the next one. So that's all I got on that, y'all. That's all I got. That's it. We
Yep.
here for a good
Yep.
time, not a
20.
long time. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Go ahead, Marlon. What you say?
Yep. Yep. Catch up with the Tonys and awards and all that other stuff. Yeah, to stay on top of it. Anyway, so we move right
Sure.
along. So Google is back up in this joint again. So Google launched something called 100 Zeros. You ever heard of that?
No, 100 zeros. I heard of 100 eyes. Now that's a good series, little spin-off series. 100 eyes is bad. Have you seen it?
Um,
Woo!
was
That
this
man is
the
funny.
Marco? The Marco
Marco
that
Polo, I
he
think
was
it
a
was, wasn't it? He
yeah,
was
he was like the
blind.
blind instructor. Yeah,
Yes,
that.
and they had a
Oh
spin-off
yeah,
series in him. Yeah, it was bad. The only reason why they cut it and didn't continue further, it was too expensive. And I wish they could have cut the budget or figure out a way to do that because that would have been the hottest series ever. That series is so
that
great.
yeah
It was
was that
wonderful.
was dope.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
wonderful.
Oh wow, I forgot about that. We need to probably go back and look at some of these legacies that well they may not even be legacies, but these like shows that had potential that never was. Like we should do something on that because they canceled. You remember what 2022, 2023? They was just canceling shows left and right. And these were
Yes.
shows that were like number one a week before and they was like canceled. So
What did
um
they do?
wow.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows what was going on? But yeah, 100 eyes that was high. But this one is 100 zeros, and zeros look like eyes, but just a little bit different. All right, so
Absolutely.
it's a TV fund actually. It's a TV and film fund, and what they're trying to do is make AI not so scary for people, and they're really trying to get Gen Z involved in it. So they are. Kind of funding it so that Gen Z will adapt it without necessarily thinking about it. Like it's almost a secondhand thing, almost like
Hmm.
Windows with your computer. You know what I mean? It's just
Oh
like
yeah.
it's something that's always there. So they want to be. So they say that the goal is to reshape AI's image. So of course we have people that's going back and forth with it. They don't like AI. They do like AI. We're like the hybrids in there where we're like, hey, yeah, it's dangerous. I mean, the car is dangerous behind somebody driving the joint wrong or
Yeah.
driving drunk or something. So you have us, you have people who don't like it, and then people who absolutely love it and wouldn't change it for the world. But this is just another way to get I guess, the dirty word of mass adoption, but
Yeah.
that's what they're trying to do, mass adoption. And I mean, I guess I'm Gen Z because I'm already up in there, man.
Oh yeah. And I
You
mean, I
know?
don't know why people are tripping. Like the most dangerous thing that you could ever have is what you walk around with all day. This is the most dangerous thing ever.
Mm.
That's the most dangerous thing. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like, it's still fairly new. You always have people that are going to be hesitant. But, as time goes on, they'll adjust because they won't have a choice. So, yeah. It's like,
Well,
were they going to do it the easy way or we going to do it the hard way? But either way.
well, what they're doing is they're kind of trying to set the field for it because it's if you look at some of the videos that are out there, like so, and I don't know because algorithms are different, so some people may see it depending on what you're searching, but you have so many of them that are just like doomsday. It's all this AI doomsday shit, and it's like, oh my god, AI is going to do this and it's going to do that, and then they are using AI to create AI disaster and apocalyptic scenarios. So you're literally looking at the AI. They're like, oh, this is what AI is going to do, and the same thing they say AI is doing is AI is actually preparing and you know uh, actually making the video that they're saying. It's as ironic as those damn computers asking me, a robot asking me if I'm a robot. You get that little thing. That's ironic to me. I'm like, are you a robot? Are you a robot? Damn it! Don't be asking me
Thank
no
you.
dumbass questions. Now I
Thank
gotta
you.
check. You checking me. Anyway, I just thought
Yeah.
that was kind of hilarious, and I think that's part of what's going on with that space.
Oh
But
my
there's just not a lot of trust in it, and they need for people to trust it because they haven't told everybody that they moved our finances over there. They just haven't told everybody. They already did it, y'all. Trust me. But they need to kind of ease everyone into it and not have as little resistance as possible. So we're going to see a lot of initiative programs, probably going all the way up through 2030.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because it's so. First of all, it's still very brand new and it's ever changing. So yeah, it's
Hmm.
gonna take a while before it, kind of like just smooths out and yeah. But I'm all for it. I do love it and appreciate. I've already accepted the fact that they just, like I said, I always feel like somebody's
Somebody's
watching
watching me.
me.
Hee hee.
Yeah,
Come on.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was
So,
trying to get the leg up in there, but yeah,
yeah, no.
don't have that
Thank
much
you.
don't have that much
Yeah.
flexibility anymore.
No, no,
Gotta
no,
get in the
no,
gym.
no, no.
No, it's just gonna be the knee, the Michael
No.
Jackson leg that he and he popped his leg.
Oh God.
Anyway,
No,
yeah.
no,
Oh
no.
again. Oh, well, you put me on that no still? Damn. All right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll stay in the seat. All
Absolutely.
right. All right.
Absolutely.
Well,
I still love you, man, but
yeah.
no, no.
There y'all go. Shanette just ended the show. We'll see y'all later, man.
Yeah. Uh-huh. See you Wednesday. But I mean, to be honest, that's all we got, y'all. That's all we got. Stay up to date on AI. Subscribe to this channel because we trying to, go all the way up with these subscribers. We trying to go all the way up. So make sure y'all subscribe. Leave a comment. Let us know how you like the show. How you like me. How you like Marlon. How you like Kane. Sometimes when he want to jump in there. Roo roo. Yeah. Let us know how you like the show, y'all. And yeah, we gonna see y'all on what? Wednesday for what the
Yep.
hell Wednesdays. Yep, yep. Get on Amazon. Get on Amazon, y'all. Ooh,
Yep. There it
bye.
is. Peace.